Guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more current latest news. Now, it's come to an agreement now today that West Ham have appointed their new manager, and they have appointed David Moyes as their new manager to replace Slaven Bilic, who had been sacked from West Ham on Monday, because the confirmation of the sacking of Slaven Bilic had been confirmed on Monday as well. And today, I think it was today, yes, they've appointed David Moyes as their new manager at West Ham. He says he has a point to prove, and he's hungry here to do right things as well, David Moyes. But according to West Ham, hopefully, according to West Ham, he's got Premier League experience and he can change West Ham Football Club, because West Ham have been bad for the last couple of years. They're sitting in the relegation zone now. They've played 11 games of Premier League this season. They've only won 2 out of 11. They've lost 6. They've conceded quite a lot of goals as well of them. West Ham United, and he'd been sacked at Slaven Bilic after they lost 4-1 to Liverpool as well. But it's just been confirmed that David Moyes has took charge. He's also today overseen his first training session as well, David Moyes. But can David Moyes do well? Because he hasn't managed since May, as he hasn't managed since May, David Moyes, due to that he resigned. He resigned in May, I think he did, and he hasn't managed since then. But West Ham have appointed David Moyes their new manager. But David Moyes doesn't have a fantastic pedigree, as I said. He's not a winger. He's not known for winning silverwares. He's never really dealt with top players, even though he's not going to a big club such as West Ham. But as I said, West Ham, they spent quite a bit of money in August. They bought Javier Hernandez, who I loved at Man U. They bought them in from Bayer Leverkusen. They bought Orphanage from Stoke. I think they got Zabaleta as well. So they did get quite a few players in the West Ham. And in reality, in their position now, it's not looking very good for them, as I currently said. But they've appointed David Moyes new manager. He's took part in his first training session today, and he has been appointed the West Ham's new manager. So these West Ham fans hope that David Moyes can turn things around with West Ham, because we know he's Premier League experienced. I'll give him that, because David Moyes was at Everton for over a decade. He managed Everton for over a decade. He managed us, but he only had a short tenure at Manchester United. Did David Moyes? He was only in charge of the club 10 months. And I knew the club were far too big for David Moyes to handle during his time with Man United. Never dealt with top players. I think he did very well with Everton. During his 11 years with Everton Football Club. He did well with them, but he did okay with Preston as well, did David Moyes in the current process. But during his spells with Real Sociedad, very poor. He also got Sunderland relegated as well, did David Moyes. So that isn't a very good pedigree. But hopefully these West Ham fans, hopeful that David Moyes can turn things around as well. But now we are now on the international break. But it'd been confirmed Bilic had been sacked from West Ham on Monday, but Moyes has been appointed the new manager today for West Ham United. But bit of news about Slaven Bilic. It says I don't really know much about him. The Croatian who played for West Ham and Everton, so in the Premier League, began his managerial career at Hajduk Split in 2001. The same club he started playing his trade as a player. Bilic racked up over 100 appearances for the club across 2 spells and also represented his country 4 times. Also helped Croatia finish third at 1998 FIFA World Cup. Following his short spell as manager at Hajduk Split, Bilic then went on to coach the Croatia under-21 side in 2004 before being announced as a national team in the summer of 2006. During Bilic's 6 years in charge of Croatia, he graduated the country to quarterfinals of the 2008 UEFA European Championship, while also helping knock England out of the qualifying campaign leading up the tournament. A year-long stay with Russian club Moscow followed his tenure at Croatian manager before spending 2 years in Turkey with Besiktas. June 2015. On 12th of June 2015, West Ham appointed Bilic as Sam Allardyce's successor. So we know that West Ham have had quite a few managers. They've had Sam Allardyce. I think they've had Harry Redknapp in the past as well of West Ham. We know also Sam Allardyce, as I said, has been there. And Bilic had replaced Sam Allardyce, in 2015. So he was at West Ham a couple of years. Bilic, back in the Premier League for the first time since his Goodison Park playing days 1999. West Ham went on to finish 7th under Bilic's Guardians, which led to the London side entering the third qualifying round of the Europa League for the 26-17 season. The Hams were knocked out in the playoff round of the Europa League in the following campaign and ended the Premier League season in 11th place. And now with West Ham sitting in the bottom three after 11 games, Bilicic left West Ham early November. So that's your confirmation of Bilicic being sacked from West Ham. And I said the board don't mess about now. I said the board are very, very strict, we're seeing it with Ronald Koeman, Everton being in a bad run of form, considering the amount of money they spent in August. We're seeing it with Frank de Boer having a really, really short tenure with Crystal Palace. We're seeing Ronald Koeman, we're seeing it with Craig Shakespeare. There's been talks about Conte leaving. We're seeing it with what's his name, Carlo Ancelotti from Bayern Munich sacked this season. But as I say, the board don't mess about anymore, and it's very, very strict is this board, and it's very, very strict indeed. So that's another manager basically sacked. So that's Shakespeare, Frank de Boer, Craig Shakespeare, Frank de Boer, Koeman, now Slaven Bilic. We're seeing Carlo Ancelotti sacked this season. Yeah, quite a lot of managers now getting shown the door. So yeah, guys, that's really everything to update today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take it easy, guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.